Today I'm going to talk about 6 ways to access therapy for very cheap or for free. If you don't want to listen to the preamble to why I came to make this video, just skip forward. Last week Boris Johnson appointed Dr. Alex George to be a mental health ambassador for young people. It was Children's Mental Health Week last week, and so I think he thought it was a perfect opportunity to jump on board and get Dr. Alex to work as an ambassador and to be able to advise the government on what they need to be doing going forward for children and young people's mental health. This is all great news. However, on Twitter last week, a lovely GP called Mark, and I'll put his link in below, said actually what we need is more bums on seats. We need more psychiatrists, more psychologists, and what we don't really need is another advocate. And I tweeted back, well, you know, there's 47,000 members of the BACP, 11,000 of us are in private practice, and we're all just ready and prepared to serve, and we're there. And a man on Twitter commented, yeah, to serve the rich. And I have to be honest, at first I thought he was trolling me. Then I looked at it, and his tweet gained about 50 or 60 likes within hours. And I really sat with that and thought about that. And it's true, there's so many people just can't afford to access therapy. It would be really great if we could just ring our GP up and say, I need some counselling, and your GP could just say, okay, I'm booking you in with this therapist. That would be fantastic. That would be utopia. But most of us know it's just not the case. You will be put onto a list, and then you'll be assessed, and then there might be, you know, there could be several weeks, several months between assessment and your first session. So we need other things, and so this is what I'm talking about today: counselling, psychotherapy, 6 sessions, and how to access that or find that for free or very cheap. Number 1, check what your employer holds in terms of insurance policies. Lots of us, when we're in employment, actually have healthcare, health and wellbeing cover provided for us. But it's really underused. Lots of people don't know that it covers, they don't know that it covers counselling. They might know that they can get, you know, things sort of with their teeth or their eyes, but they don't know that it actually covers counselling. So check that first. If you haven't got cover, check if your spouse has got cover, because quite often the cover on these policies cover your spouse and your children as well. If your employer doesn't have cover at all, do speak to your HR department. Because particularly if you're going to be spending several weeks off sick, your employer wants you fit and well and back at work, and so do check with your HR department if you can access a set of sessions of counselling and if they will pay for that. Firstly. Number 2, if you're not employed or you're self-employed and you don't have access to health cover or health insurance or any kind of health and wellbeing policies, your first port of call, go to your local council website, look for their health and wellbeing link. Some of them will have it really well marked under health and services available or whatever. I must admit, I went to my local council and the health and wellbeing link was broken. So that was great, but I suspect that was because it's been hammered. It's been clicked quite a lot and the link was broken. And hopefully they'll have fixed that by now. I'm going to drop them a line and let them know that that's broken. So what you'll see there on your local council, they should show you all the services available in the area, all the community services. This is what you're looking for, your community services. Many of them offer counselling. Most of them have a team of counsellors. Some of those counsellors are fully qualified, some of those counsellors are in training. But those are places that you can access for either for free or for a very low fee. But you can certainly talk to those community services and tell them your circumstances and ask if they can fit you in for some counselling sessions. If your local council website isn't that great, Google free counselling services and put your town name in the Google search engine and it'll come up with a whole list of counsellors, some of which will be private practitioners. So try to look down the list for those that say community interest or not-for-profit or charity. So those are the ones you're looking for. You can get to those quite quickly. Number 3 is the Free Psychotherapy Network. This is a group of psychotherapists who are offering free or very reasonably priced counselling to clients that can't afford it. And number 4 is a group of training organisations that train these psychotherapists. If you're worried about going to see a trainee, don't be, because I would say that quite often if you've got a counsellor or psychotherapist in training, they're paying particular attention to their client. They're very attentive to your needs and they're delivering the best possible service that they can deliver. And believe me, they have practiced for hours and hours and hours before they were let loose on the public. Number 5, counselling directories. There's a number of counselling directories online where counsellors and psychotherapists will advertise, and quite often they'll offer concessionary rates or a sliding scale, so they're worth checking out. There are 3 main directories. There's the BACP, there's Counselling Directory, and there's Psychology Today. So those are the 3 to check out, and look for counsellors and psychotherapists who are offering a sliding scale or concessionary rates in order to get something fairly reasonably priced. And number 6, last but not least, I can't leave without mentioning my old stamping ground, which is Kooth, which was set up as a service for children and young people where they can self-refer and go and get counselling online, and it's just text-based only. They do an adult service called Quell, and so it's worth checking out both of those. They don't cover the whole of the UK yet, but it's worth checking out those 2 services, Kooth including Quell, to see if they cover your area or they've got a contract that covers your sector. And so here's a bonus while we're talking about sector. Do check out, if you're a teacher, a nurse, a police officer in the army, or a veteran, or indeed an actor, do check out with your professional body or your union, because quite often there is therapy available for people in specific, particularly public-facing sectors, so do check that out as well. Hope it's been helpful for you today. Do drop your comments below. If there's anything you want to ask me or anything I can help you with, do let me know, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.